I've been calling y'all people better than a month now, right about y'all. Every time that dang old dog cross the start yapping at y'all 24 hours a day, and nobody answered.
Stream Elements says,
how you supposed to come out there and do anything about that dog if you're just going to get a dang old computer ain't going to come over here and shut that dang
Star
old
Trek
dog
Online.
up?
Yawnsville,
I missed the
January
part where that's
16th,
my problem.
2022.
I tell you what, you see that part where dang old George come in there and talk about tasting his own bourbon. Kramer comes sliding in, just always do that. I tell you what, man, them dang old New York boys, just a show about nothing.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Steam was unable to seek your files for Steam input configs with Steam Cloud. Continue, I don't know. What the fuck? Fire truck. What the fire truck? Bonus dilithium event one. Bonus dilithium event 111 8 a.m. PT through 125. Double experience weekend 12:30. Yay! Oh, it's already been over for a while. Yes. Okay. We're engaging. Damn it! I hate it when it does that. It goes to I gotta be full screen mode. Craptic. And then you press a button and it's all like, game client is not responding. If you close the program, it may lose information. Close the program, wait for program to respond. Just because you push a button whenever it's loading. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Does it again. Okay, there we go. Let's move some stuff around, get it in the memory. There we go. Mm-hmm. Let me check my task manager here real quick. 100% CPU usage. Streamlabs only takes up like just a fraction, so it's not much at all. 91%. What is this? It's mostly just Microsoft doing background shit. Taking up so much room as is. Whatever. Okay. Take Microsoft out of Windows. You might have a good operating system. Suck. Okay. This is Lilo. Please beam me aboard or else I will kick your ass, you motherfucker. Nikes. Ooh, I wonder if I can, nope. Okay. Why does it say live November 4th through November 18th on this loading screen? Fucking shit, man. Get raised, man. I got raised. The King Kong kippy kai me, yo.
Arcanoloth says, making the engine idle noise while flying the vet is peak stow gameplay.
Right? Have you noticed on the loading screen it says Red Alert events March 4th through the 18th? I mean, November. What did I just get a whistle for? Oh, okay, wow. Private message. Doing okay. Doing okay. Making those sound of the engine go vroom vroom. Arctic night.
Arcanoloth says, proofreading errors in Stowe? My word.
Somebody's got to. See what? Okay, I'm gonna go a little closer. Okay, let's see if the loading screen shows. See, live November 4th through November 18th. Galactic Red Alert. Damn. Want shinies?
Arcanoloth says, that's an oopsie.
Yes, it's a whoopsie.
Arcanoloth says, when they can't be bothered to change the slide deck.
Right. You would think with the new owners, they'd, try to up their, like, say, okay, well, we need to, keep them, from getting on our ass or something. But whatever, It's just come to the point where nobody really cares anymore. I guess, I don't know.
Arcanoloth says, I give it 6 months before Gearbox stops taking notes and says, okay, here is how you unfrag this.
It's like, it seems like y'all have got a fragmentation problem here. We're going to have to show you how to run this here to fix it. There we are. Into darkness, bundle. Oh. Oh my.
Arcanoloth says, there is typically a honeymoon period when you get a new unit commander while they learn the way things are done, taking notes on everything.
So they're gonna just see how things go with this, and if need be, they'll step in and say, hey, okay, well, you're doing this wrong, and we're gonna make changes here. Followed by the letter R, and for retiring all of you. Shit. Damn cold weather. Damn it, cold weather. Yeah. I need a new show to watch.
Arcanoloth says, Gearbox has a few successful games under their belt, so it's a matter of seeing how Cryptic has been running. Is it worse than what PWE put in the slide deck? How can they fix it? Arcanoloth says, always an onboarding period.
Let's add some more
Arcanoloth
animations.
says, I started watching Ascension. First episode has Trisha Helfer riding a dude. which appears to be a winning strategy for basic cable. Arcanoloth says, worked for BSG.
So that seemed to be one of the things she likes to do because, since she was a Cylon, and Gaius or whatever, Baltar was his name, I think, she made herself I'm ground god. I am the god of this ground. I finished up Lucifer because I didn't even notice the season 6 had come out, so I went ahead and watched all of it. Ascension. What is Ascension? That sounds somewhat familiar.
Arcanoloth says, haha, I am the god of thunder and Sompek blast everything.
God of Thunder. Into Darkness bundle. Holy shit. 14,750. Yikes.
Arcanoloth says, Ascension is an alt history where we built a generation ship to go to Alpha Centauri in the 1950s to escape the Soviets.
Was it like a like they fake launched and the kids on board and stuff, and people thought that they were actually launched out, and then at the very end of something of it really launched or something? Because that's why it sounds so familiar. You said Trisha Helfer. I thought that was just like a one-off thing. I didn't know if it was a... You get it for me, you're sick tonight. I got no monies. Backspace? It's like a swimming pool scene in it or something.
Arcanoloth says, haha, that sounds like the plot of Pandorum where the twist was they already landed.
Well, I don't know what show something I'm talking about, though. It's like they were supposed to launch or something, and everyone on the ship thought they did, and it was like a generation ship and stuff, and they were just testing it, but then they actually did launch accidentally at the end.
Arcanoloth says, but yet it was a mini-series.
Okay. Yeah. So then I have seen that. We need something that lasts several seasons. Episodic. I guess I could start watching the 4400 again. Or the new version of the 4400.
Arcanoloth says, lots of great shows out. Just scrolling my Plex RN.
Right now. Doctor Who from the beginning? I could watch... Well, I've seen Doctor Who from the beginning. That's a long one, though. That's very true. That is very true. I found that website that has an archive of Doctor Who episodes that have been pushed together.
Boba Fett is only a few episodes in. I enjoy it, but the Peanut Gallery has thoughts.
Yeah, I haven't been watching a lot of it. I watched the first episode of Boba Fett, and I just haven't wanted to watch the rest of them.
S1 of Foundation was fascinating.
Yes, I agree. That was a good show. I'm glad that you talked about it enough for me to want to watch it. They were. And then since there's books, that means there's more to it than just the TV series. But I for Doctor Who though, whenever it started airing like on the Sci-Fi Channel back in 2005, the new, not reboot, but recontinuation, I guess you could say. I had watched a few episodes before.
No show is perfect, but the look and feel of that Sahau was awesome.
Yeah, I like the premise of it, like, you know, its involvement and stuff. But, I had watched a few episodes of Doctor Who back in the day, because it'd come on, like, LPB or whatever, or PBS, or whatever you call that thing. The Bob Ross show, or network.
Arcanoloth says, I'm watching Squid Game with a friend, so have not finished yet.
Squid Game, I've heard of that. I've heard it's worth watching, and it's like English dubbed, so that could be interesting too. But I was so fascinated with like new Doctor Who.
Arcanoloth
The
says,
BBC.
Raised by Wolves was a fun ride.
Raised by Wolves continues. I'd just like to sit and binge watch something. That would be fun. But whenever Doctor Who aired, and a friend of mine and I in the chat, in the IRC chat back in the day, we would watch it simultaneously, like you know, while it was airing or something like that, and be in the chat talking at the same time, and then we talk about it after it was over with, and it was very interesting.
Arcanoloth says, haha, rewatching BSG is my go-to.
Whatever happened with that prequel series they were supposed to have for Battlestar Galactica? But anyway,
Arcanoloth says, For All Mankind has 2 seasons.
For All Mankind. If it only has 2 seasons, I want those seasons to be 22 episodes long each. So that's like 44 episodes. I demand it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But I went back and, like, since I liked watching Doctor Who, the Russell T Davies version, and then, you know,
Arcanoloth
Moffat.
says, Caprica ran for 2 seasons. Then Blood and Chrome was a pilot, and then Nope.
Caprica? I don't think I ever watched it then.
Arcanoloth says,
I may have.
The Boys is coming back soon. When
is Jensen Ackles going to be on there? Because I've heard that he's going to be on the show or is on the show. I've never watched The Boys, so I don't know what it's about really. I just know it's like a superhero-y type show or something. Third Doctor was good, yeah. He was stuck on, if you mean the third Doctor, yeah, he was stuck on planet Earth, though. He couldn't go very far, so he drove Betsy around in his little yellow car. After, let's see, after, what was it? David Tennant was the Doctor. That's when I started thinking, well, I want to look into this Doctor Who stuff, right? Since he's the nth version of the Doctor, because they never could agree on exactly which one he was. So I started researching and like looking it up, and I watched the very first episode of Doctor Who, like back in 1960, whatever.
Arcanoloth says, The Boys was a comic book that came out about the same time as Watchmen, doing the same deconstruction thing but with way more violence.
Ah, so it's a good thing to watch. It's like worth watching then. That's a good idea then. So then I started watching like
Arcanoloth
the first
says,
one.
Like the Flash runs into someone and they fucking explode into gore.
Nice. That sounds awesome. Maybe I can do that. What does it play on?
Arcanoloth says, it's about how the good guys aren't really, and some people think we'd be better off without them. Arcanoloth says, Boys is Amazon?
Ooh. Yeah, I still got like a month of that left, or the free trial, because they extended it. Because I told them I didn't want it, like, you know, I ended it before the trial was over. And they said, would you like to extend it? And I was like, sure, whatever. But, yeah. Sure, okay, whatever, you know. Gravy. But as I watched the first Doctor, I kept wanting more and more, so I looked up online like how to watch the rest of it since it was hard to find. And there was this archive website that could splice together like episodes that weren't available anymore. like by using picture stills and the actual audio, because the BBC decided to destroy all the archives of it or reuse the reels that it was taped on.
Arcanoloth says, S1 of Altered Carbon is a good adaptation of the book. S2 is not so great, but if you didn't read the books, you may enjoy it anyway.
I think I did watch like the first episode of that. It's got dude from RoboCop in it, right? I just check out pilots every once in a while just to see how they are and if they're worth watching. And you have to be in like the mood for it. I mean, I guess I can always continue watching old stuff.
BBC archives came about very recently. Shows from before that got taped over.
Yeah. So there was like a website out there that was sole mission was to like go back and try to find Doctor Who episodes.
Says, we actually recovered some of the Lost Who episodes because the broadcast bounced off a quasar and came back to Earth.
I had heard about that. I didn't know if it was like fake or weird, real or whatever. Because there was like an article, what was it, years ago about the Doctor coming back to Earth.
Says, now that's data recovery.
For real, yo. The universe said you must have these episodes back. So that's why I didn't know if that was true or not. So I never really, you know, I thought maybe somebody just had like a copy of it somehow and they just, you know, I don't know if it was like an April Fool's thing. But I do remember reading an article about that, about Doctor Who coming back to Earth. And
Arcanoloth says, Ozark comes back soon. Love that show.
Ozark. But I ended up watching like all of the episodes, even like the steals with audio only. And I gotta say, old Who, it was awesome.
Arcanoloth says, Legion is my fav Marvel show, and I hate Marvel.
I liked Legion. It's got that Audrey, what's her name in it, right? Or Aubrey, or what's her name? She's weird. Right through there. Hit 'em hard.
Arcanoloth says, Taboo only has one season. Supposedly it's continuing, but dunno when.
Well. Taboo. Never heard of that one.
Arcanoloth says, oh yes, Aubrey Plaza in Legion is great. They wrote the character as a middle-aged guy and she took the role on the condition they didn't rewrite the lines.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, like when she's interviewed somewhere, I don't know. It's like she said she had like a stroke at a young age.
Letterkenny has 11 seasons and still going.
Letterkenny, dude, I haven't watched that in a while. Always liked the little opening, the cold opens things that they would do. But the other day. To be fair. Oh man. A local police officer, when I worked at the other store that I with the same company, he suggested Letterkenny, and I started watching the YouTube stuff of it and everything too. And
Arcanoloth says, but yet, Aubrey is appearing to the main character, talking about we need to find some bitches cause I need to bust a fat nut, you know what I'm saying? Like it's screaming to get out.
Yeah, I watched all of Legion. I had hoped that there would be more of it. There's a character on Doom Patrol that reminds me of Legion. What's her name? Kate, or depending on which personality's taking over.
Arcanoloth says, hilarious.
Jane. It's Jane, yeah. Because isn't it that Legion has multiple personalities, and every personality that he uses like has its own ability or something like that? But his main ability is like the mind stuff. Psych energy.
Arcanoloth says, but yet, Legion had a beginning, middle and end, and it was perfect. They didn't drag it out.
Legion. All they needed was Patrick Stewart.
Arcanoloth says, too many shows get stuck in Act 2, and actors start leaving, and that's that.
What's that guy's name? Dan Stevens? I always think of Bewitched whenever I think of him. Or is it Darren? I don't know. Dan Stevens. I sure hope that Arctic Knight is not messaging the other me.
Arcanoloth says, yet, Legion is Xavier's son, Omega level mutant, and dangerous because the personalities can be highly volatile. Arcanoloth says, Dan Stevens has been in a lot of stuff. Arcanoloth says, Better Call Saul is coming back soon. Hyped.
Nice. Is this going to be like its last season? I've been wondering about that.
Arcanoloth says, Peaky Blinders, final season.
Aha. Well, Arctic Knight, I didn't know if you were, like, messaging Lilu and not me as my current person. Look at that box. You see that? Isn't that weird? What is that? Another map glitch. Another map glitch. This game, man. This game. You got a rash, man. You got a rash. Oh, yeah. Go here.
Arcanoloth says, I heard they are doing a Justified spin-off. Wrote Rayland into another Elmore Leonard story.
I never watched Justified. What is this show where... I don't know if it's that show.
Arcanoloth says, hope it's better than that Dexter sequel.
But like... well, they were trapped inside of this area and couldn't leave or something, and... It's not Under the Dome, but it's, you know, like some sort of thing like that. Yeah, I watched Dexter.
Arcanoloth says, Justified was a fun show. Can recommend.
There's Night. Bye-bye, Night. Bye-bye. Hold me, I'm scared.
Arcanoloth says, also check out Deadwood, much younger work from that actor.
Deadwood. Okay. Well, if it's on Amazon Prime right now, then I could watch certain parts. I don't know if if I download episodes on Amazon Prime, if the You know, whenever the trial ends, if I'll still be able to watch this stuff, if I have the episodes downloaded. Then again, I'd probably run out of hard drive space because I need to do some drive cleaning for reals. For real, yo!
Arcanoloth says, I enjoyed Hell on Wheels. It had Calm Meanie as an antagonist.
Dude, Hell on Wheels was pretty awesome. O'Brien to Bridge, indeed. and Anson Mount, you know, on there, and then now he's on a Star Trek. So that was a great show. I like the rusticness of it and the traveling and the building. It's they built little towns like left and right, didn't they? And then what's his name on there is like one of the main crazy villain guys. You know, he's always playing a crazy guy. Like even in what was that the sci-fi version of Van Helsing.
Arcanoloth says, I also enjoyed Defiance. It wasn't the greatest show, but it got 3 seasons to play out.
I don't think I've seen Defiance. Maybe that's what I thought of when everybody would always say The Expanse. Is it a space show?
Arcanoloth says, oh god, yeah, the Swede. I made them infernal numbers add up.
Sweet dreams made of fleas. How much the lithium will get off of that? Oh, the lithium's building up pretty good. In Van Helsing, that dude that played that actor is like, you know, he's a villain. He was like a deaf dude or whatever that killed people, and then he became a vampire and he could hear and kept killing people and vampires and everybody. Became super evil eventually and all that. And then what was it? Sanctuary with Amanda Tapping. He played like 2 characters on that. Like this werewolfy type persona or something, or beast thing, and then like Jack the Ripper or something. Was it? Or Jekyll and Hyde, or I don't know.
Arcanoloth says, Defiance was a post-epic western yet. Alien colony ship arrives expecting Earth to be U8 Ninibit. We take issue with that. They have tech, but they are refugees not really prepared for a conflict, and we have the manpower and logistics to grind them down to a draw. Years later, their ships are wrecks. Kessler event in orbit made most of Earth uninhabitable. Survivors are huddled together trying to survive. Arcanoloth says, so you have 7 alien species together with humans in Freetowns, and the Earth Alliance and Alien Alliance are still trying to fight, but nobody cares.
Sounds interesting. Remember that, for some reason, you mentioning all that made me think of the movie District 9. And I always wondered if there was going to be like a sequel to that. Just a perfect day. To exciting day in the park. Yeah.
Arcanoloth says, the girl that played a journalist on Expanse was a LT in the Earth Forces on Defiance. They put her in a miniskirt like a flight attendant.
You know, in the Expanse, I kind of thought like she looked like a flight attendant. in my head. I was thinking that'd be somebody on an airplane trying to calm passengers.
Arcanoloth says, Defiance was a media synergy thing where they launched an MMO at the same time as the series. That was interesting.
Did the MMO last? City. Shit.
Arcanoloth says, haha yeah, she has a bunch of credits on IMDb for low-budget slashers and she's the Scream Queen.
Talking away. Whoa.
Arcanoloth says, I think the Mo went B2P F2P right away, ran by Tryon.
All 3 silos are under our control. Excellent work.
Ball lightning, you did it again.
The bomb fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
When are they supposed to dumb down ball lightning? Make it less effective. Oh, I'm doing some of those things. I gotta go to like Deep Space Nine to read logs. I forgot all about that Lucari story arc. We're not gonna do it now.
Arcanoloth says, okay, the Mo shut down last year.
Ooh. Hopefully nobody was upset. They were probably downset. Downset hike. Me? Sick in the head. No, it just got really cold yesterday, and I kind of got really too cold.
Arcanoloth
Had
says,
sinus
there were
drainage.
plans to have the game and the show do crossovers, but most of it was scrapped. It was peak MMO investment period.
Logging out, then back in as somebody else, and I'm gonna play the same thing that I did yesterday. Yeah, I have a little bit of a runny nose. Drainage. Because at work, I was told we were supposed to wear masks again. And then we didn't have to, and I was the only one that actually did, and then that, and then it got cold, and then it got hot, and cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, cold, you know. So yeah, runny nose because of it. It's running to the other side of the earth.
Imagine a looter shooters like Borderlands, but in an early state of development like Stow at launch, and it never really took off.
You mean how Stow is now, or it actually was worse than this? I'm kidding.
Arcanoloth says, console players got some enjoyment from it for a while.
My nose is running off the edge of a cliff. I've always had problems with sinuses, allergies. Yay, I took the long way around.
Arcanoloth says, wasn't much content yet.
You know, what was it? I was watching Judas Ducat playing, and he was playing some sort of story arc that I had never played before, where it's like the first version of ESD is still in the game, because Admiral Quinn is there, and you have to like save him and stuff, and I was thinking, I've seen that ESD before, but I don't know.
The bots have returned.
So I'm thinking they just left it in, kind of like DS9, you know, that one, what was it, where you go after Lita on...
Arcanoloth says, oh yeah, old ESD is in the Undine arc.
Yeah. It's been a while since I played all of those, so I guess I didn't realize where it was at. I mean, I can remember, I don't know how long ago it's been, but I'm not an old player, you know, like the rest of everybody who's actually played since launch, but I do remember DS9 and having to go up to Quark's doors and it loading Quark's instead of just walking through a doorway. And it was massively huge.
Arcanoloth says, them blowing up ESD was the rationale for the refit.
It needed a good refit. They at least they've expanded some of it. I mean, you can still go outside and run around, but shuttle bay is accessible though. But yeah, DS9, there's that one level, Kojimojin or whatever kind of bullshit.
Arcanoloth says, I'm a F2P recruit. I was in uniform when STO launched and I didn't have time for INMO.
Ooh. A free-to-play recruit. I've watched videos of some of the early stuff. I mean, that cow tipping Mike guy, I was watching this stream one time and he was talking about how something looked at an older version. I guess they can bring up any version of the game he wants to play on or something. I don't know.
Arcanoloth says, when F2P rolled round, I took a second look.
You took a second look, second. Man. I thought maybe Murdoch would be on this one to ask him about something.
People have backups of the old disk installers, and you can data mine them, sure.
For this skip for STO? So was it once a disk install game? Like the original Arc Launcher before going to Steam?
Arcanoloth says, a while back, they did a classic STO server for a weekend event. That was fun.
Nice. Glitches and all, huh? You calling me old, says Arctic Knight.
Arcanoloth says, Atari published STO before they went bankrupt. There was a retail box.
Ooh. What if you install that? Does it have like a game like product key that you can possibly put into Steam or Arc Launcher and get bonus stuff somehow? That'd be interesting. That will be interesting, man. I'm not calling anyone old. I'm just saying around back at launch 10 plus years ago, 11 or whatever. Originals.
Arcanoloth says, if you can find an unused retail code, you can redeem it.
Ooh, really? That's awesome. What does it like do then if you redeem it? Does it give you something sweet? Sweet.
Arcanoloth says, stuff like the red matter cap was pre-order item.
Red matter. So nothing that would probably be like beneficial now though, right? What was the mark up to back then? Like Mark 4 or something? Get up to Mark 10, that'd be a
Arcanoloth says, eBay used to be flooded with them, but supply has dried up over the years.
eBay. Auctioning for Star Trek Online stuff. That's crazy. Murdoch's was actually in here
says,
yesterday.
Nothing useful now. You can get the red matter cap from Phoenix now.
Oh. Murdoch's was on here yesterday. He's won an auction to buy a specialization ship box or promo ship for $97. That's insane to me. I could not do that. I'm cheap.
Arcanoloth says, I picked up my box for $30. At that price I'm willing to risk open box, but now they are hundreds of dollars.
Wow. I wonder if there's any ISOs of them out there. You know, images. Someone's like ripped the CD and put it out there to download. Just because. Somebody's always hoarding data somewhere, for damn sure.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, I am a cheapskate, or rather just someone who knows I could spend that money on a better PC.
I need to build another one.
Arcanoloth says, data hoarders yet.
I've since coming back to parts of the internet that I've been avoiding for years, and it's mostly
Arcanoloth says, I want the PC that can run Star Citizen before I buy Star Citizen, if that makes sense.
me exactly too. Because Murdoch's was talking about that game, been playing that game and stuff, and I tested like launching it on here, and it did not run for shit. I mean, you're talking about like 5 frames a second at max or whatever, trying to get out of the bed in one of the part of the game. I'm thinking, nah, this ain't gonna work. But yeah, a game that could, a PC that can run that game, and that game's not optimized though, right? So yeah. That's why I've been looking around at PC parts and stuff, but I don't know if I can spend that much money on a processor. Damn, you keep, how many players, how many, oh, look at that, 1, 2, 3.
Arcanoloth says, heavy development yet.
Yeah, that way it can be played, but because it sounds like an interesting game to play, and I would like to participate in playing it, but I can't because, you know, the computer barely can run Stowe now. So we're at 30 frames a second. I remember back whenever I started playing Stowe, I was like 60 frames a second, no problems. DS9, no problem. Now I go to DS9, I get like maybe 10 frames or less or something like that because of the lighting bloom, and if I turn all that advanced lighting off, it's better though. But I guess the advanced lighting just kind of kicked its ass.
Arcanoloth says, did you ever watch that Camelot show on cable?
Camelot. I only had cable for like what was it? Early 90s. And then we had like Dish Network, which is like DirecTV in a way. But I didn't watch much of that. I didn't. We had a big satellite dish too that could do the whole galaxy things. Used to watch TV shows before they aired.
Arcanoloth says, it has Eve Green in it, and I'm curious if she tried to get her kit off and they were like, no Eva, this is basic cable.
No, no, no. I don't know, Murdoch's might get you some shinies. He loves to buy things. Now he bought a ship for one of his characters. I can't remember which one it was. Let me look at the history of Firefox. Cause I looked it up. History. Manage history of the weather. Yeah.
Arcanoloth says, director of 300 was like, okay, we can shoot around your back, and Eva is like, no, I think it's important the character show off her assets to show her dominance, and he's like, oh okay. Arcanoloth says, love the French.
Inquiry battle cruiser is what he was going after. Inquiry class battle cruiser. It's a promo ship or something. I'm all about, like, you know, yeah, build a ship, but I'm not about to spend damn load of money on that. Not for something we don't know is going to be around anytime soon. Depending on Gearbox. But who knows? Whatever makes someone happy.
Arcanoloth says, Inquiry is a solid platform. Yay. More. Come on, 3 more from somewhere. Engineering? Did I do that one yet? Minecraft? Arcanoloth says, but yet I'm the same. I don't think anyone is going to pull the plug, but it's also in that weird state where it makes money precisely because Cryptic keeps costs low, and if they were to invest more, then it might not make business sense anymore. Arcanoloth says, so it feels like one rung above maintenance mode.
Yeah, I could play Minecraft, that's for sure. I'd have to be in the mood for Minecraft though. I don't like once I start playing it, I get too involved into it. And generally it takes a server closing down or frustration from creepers blowing my shit up that gets me where I don't want to play anymore for a while. Whoops. Tier 1, yeah, that's right, okay. But I have been meaning to try out the new version of it at least. Just don't know when I'd have time. Wow, 12 hours straight or off and on?
Arcanoloth says, I've been playing Minecraft 1.18, and the vanilla performance is bad enough that I highly suggest everyone use Fabric performance mods. 300% uplift is not uncommon.
Did they make the version kind of choppy or anything without mods or anything? Pee breaks and food. Yeah.
Arcanoloth says, I like that Mojang is adding features I wanted, but there is room to optimize.
So it kind of is it bloated right now then? You have to do Optifine or anything to make it better? Food and break.
Arcanoloth says, the taller worlds in 1.18 have caused widespread performance drops yet.
Oh boy. What did it used to? It was
Arcanoloth says, I mean you could do Optifine but Fabric perf mods are better these days.
Are they? I barely ever used Fabric. I did have a few here and there, but I never went all out on that. Mostly some Forge stuff and whatever. Maybe my computer now can't handle Minecraft. What the fuck? Yeah. Let me see if I can combine all the computers I have in my room. Have an optimal processor then. What are my endeavors today? Proton damage ground, I could have been doing that. Harvest material space, still disruptor damage space. Okay. Maybe I should do a test run of
Arcanoloth
Minecraft.
says, Vanilla is slowly adding some of the stuff that Optifine does, but the things it does are based on very old versions of OpenGL, and the fact that the fabric mods out there get several multiples increase in FPS just shows that our hardware is capable of running the game. It's the code base that's poorly optimized.
Well, yeah, it's Java. Or it's still Java, right? Got all these 7 tunes while I have 23 tunes.
Arcanoloth says, so the mere fact that this exists lights a fire under Mojang to fix this.
Well, I highly doubt they'll probably get it done anytime soon, that's for sure. Got all done on 7 tunes, but you have 23. My God, how many can you have? Is 23 like a max number? I should test 1.18 just for fun, shits and giggles. The only thing I didn't like about like whatever version
says,
it was before
they
that.
updated the Java runtime to 17 with this version, but Java was never the issue. It's the Minecraft code base.
Minecraft code base, which is written in Java, right? Java.
Arcanoloth says, Stomax slots is like 50 plus whatever free slots we have now.
Except for like bridge officers. I'd like to have more bridge officers, because I don't look at them like bridge officers. I look at them like action figures. You know, they come with their little weapons and stuff like that. Little G.I. Joe action figures. But I can't remember what version of Minecraft it was. It could have been 1.7.1 or something, where they changed the Java to where you couldn't use external correctly. You had to use the internal version. And if you wanted to use external, you had to go like climb a tree, jump off, or some shit like that just to get it working. An act of Congress just to get a developmental version working for it. Because it kept crashing on me, and I kept looking it up because I'd always used the same version of Java for a long time to run the game, and it did okay, you know, and then it's like it just changed up. I had to use Minecraft's built-in Java just to launch the game that one time, and I was like, forget this, I gotta get everything again. Every new Minecraft version, I always have to get like new mods for it and everything. Fluffers makes you perform better.
Arcanoloth says, Java is slow is a meme started by technical people with strong opinions on runtime compiled languages, and repeated by non-technical users.
Well, you know, like the Xbox version of Minecraft and Windows 10's version of Minecraft,
says,
it uses different.
But everyone
right?
that's looked at the Minecraft code base has said, "Dear Lord."
Well, it's true that like Notch was not really that good of a programmer, right? Like he got what he could done, like the best way he could get it done. His ideas went across, you know, the best that he could do while coding the game. And it was probably like a type of spaghetti code like Star Trek is, right? Where it's got just so many iterations and versions and commented lines out in it that it could really do for a good cleanup to make everything process faster.
Arcanoloth says, the console/W10 versions are based on MCP, which became Bedrock.
Bedrock. It's been a while since I played that version of Minecraft. I started like of an HTC phone that was given to me that was dead.
Says, Notch said one of the most humbling experiences in his life was being told by someone whose opinion he respected that he's a below-average programmer.
He's not a copy and paste programmer, is he? I mean, I've been guilty of that. Like, find something somewhere that someone else coded, but free, you know, free, like, here's how this works. You can use this code and copy and paste it and modify just a little bit of it just to make it work the way you want it to. but never stole anything like that.
Arcanoloth says, Java and Bedrock are two separate projects by different companies, but they are heading towards feature parity.
You know, there's got to be a point where Minecraft will just be one game. You know. Launch. Hey, he made it. All right, and he died. Okay. Yeah. I like it whenever they jump out of there. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Yay, we tried to shoot somebody, but we shot someone else at the same time. Oh, somebody's got the drone thing for the Borg on this.
Arcanoloth says, MS pushes us towards Bedrock because it has the in-game store, but you'll pry Java from my cold dead hands.
Java!
Arcanoloth says, paying for mods is some console tier brain damage.
Yeah, I never believed in that whole, what is it, like they make you buy the skin packs too and all this kind of bullshit? That's why PC, or, well, Java version is like the best one that I like too because of that. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. It's free stuff. After you've paid for the actual game, though. But other than that, other than that, guess you can compensate for the
Arcanoloth
larger
says,
worlds by
Java just
render
needs
distance.
more focus on optimization once the planned feature list settles down.
Man, Java is such a weird programming language, though. I've tried it before, but it frustrated the hell out of me trying to get something working. I guess it's because I couldn't test it the correct way that I thought I should be able to.
Arcanoloth says, they already brought in the sim distance as a separate slider from view distance. That was sorely needed.
Render one chunk. Always pressed F3 and looked at the chunk borders to find shit. What level everything should be at. Mine.
Arcanoloth says, the issue with Java is because so many people use it, it's easy to find examples of incompetent people using it.
Isn't it that it like uses a lot of resources too just to run? And that can
Arcanoloth
cause
says,
slowdown?
as the creator of C++ observed, there are two kind of technologies, the kind everyone complains about and the kind nobody uses.
And then the kind that everyone complains about using.
Arcanoloth says, I tend to agree, the only kind of tech that doesn't have people using it badly are the kinds that nobody uses.
I have a C++, some sort of teaching thing here. I had a friend that went to
Arcanoloth
college.
says, can't fix stupid.
A friend of mine had gone to college and stuff, and I never did. I never went to college because I'm too stupid to go to college. But he had this, like, was trying to learn C++ and something else. It was A+ type whatever kind of junk, I don't know. But he showed it to me, and I was thinking, wow, you know, this is pretty interesting stuff here. And he was showing me like making like the certain like programs or something with it, and you know, and I thought, well, this is pretty awesome. You know, I guess I'll never do it. You know, I still have these books of his in my actually like maybe 4 feet away from me, that I've only like glimpsed at and looked inside, and But you know, I've learned a little bit of programming language, which I just call scripting. It's not like you're making a program. I mean, you're just if then elsing everything and all that bullshit. And whatever idea I have comes across on, you know, like say if I'm building a little web page for some reason, or when I used to actually build websites and stuff, I'd use PHP as a base, you know, Perl and all that to make it, and CGI Win and or whatever it was called to load Linux into Windows. CGWin, I think, to like test Perl scripts and stuff at the time. Then I learned about, you know, Windows version of Perl that you can install, and well, that doesn't g-haul well enough with the rest of it. There's all these little modules you'd have to install to make those work.
Arcanoloth says,
I missed that,
Comp
though.
Sci/software engineering is one of those subjects where everything you need to learn is freely online, and for some corners, it only exists online.
That's one of the things. Man, I do miss having an Apache web server. Those were always fun to play with. Technically I still have one. It's on a computer in my room that I hadn't booted up in like 20 years, but it's still there. You're on a easy street. I'd like to take a glance at Star Trek's code.
Arcanoloth says, Perl. Its fans love that there is more than one way to do everything. Its critics point out that there are too many ways to do everything.
Oh, well, I always like the fact that like there's so many options to get to the same conclusion. You know, like what I couldn't do with because I was trying to start myself learning Python because of Discord and this, you know, right here, the chat bot and whatever like that I'm using to like figure things out, but I don't have a testing area to test it properly. You know, I've tried making my own little bot pop in, and it'll come and it'll go, and it reminds me of back when I first started trying to learn how to script in MIRC and the sockets and all that kind of bullshit. It's just like I just wanted to connect. I just wanted to connect, ping it every once in a while, make it say, okay, yeah, I'm still here. Because I would really like to put the infobot that was given to me by a buddy of mine back in the Farscape days into this.
Perl's creator made a comment about its verbosity vs other languages. He said if you are hungry, you can eat 5 pounds of steak or 100 pounds of shoe leather, and for sure the latter is more of an accomplishment, but maybe has some downsides.
I think Perl is great as a programming language. I mean, I still have in certain directories on this computer, mostly a video directory, which is just a folder. I have a Perl script there to sort and rename a certain way that I want like files to be named. And if I ever like need to like add files to that folder, instead of going through each individual one and renaming them, I could just click on that thing and it'll ignore the ones that are already named that way, and then it will like automatically rearrange the naming, you know, and rename the files. And I still have that on here that I created because I just got tired of like
Arcanoloth says,
through.
Perl is no longer the new hotness that it was in the 00s, but it's actively supported.
Yeah. I mean, I still have it installed. I have the Windows version installed.
Arcanoloth says, lots of people doing work with it.
Of course, if everybody knew that, you know, bat files on here is like a type of programming language too, you can do so much shit with that stuff. Basic Windows commands. It's unreal. There's even like while looping inside of it. That is just that's crazy. DOS commands and shit.
Arcanoloth says, Windows PowerShell yet?
Yeah. I turn that thing off. That's too much power. I like command prompt, just regular command prompt.
Arcanoloth says, knowing some scripting for your platform of choice is useful.
Yes. It makes doing certain things so much easier. Hell, back in the MIRC days, used mostly Winamp to play like audio files and music files and stuff. Whenever someone would play it across the IRC and you had that file, you know, it would automatically play it too. And I got to where, I created my own MP3 player and MP3 ID editor, you know, where you can edit the actual file information, the tags inside of it and stuff like that. Because in MIRC you could actually make something look just like a program with the buttons, the gray dialog boxes, and all sorts of stuff. It was so great. I mean, you probably can still do that, and there's no telling what I'd have to change. And my first lesson in regular or expression, I think, yeah, regex. That stuff right there, it can make your head hurt. Regular expression. Oh, I don't have that. Okay, well, whatever. Well, shit. Oh, shit. Dude, I kept forgetting about that. Disruptor damage. Damn it. Or is it disruptor? Polaron ground. Okay. I was going to wait for Jim Hadar. Yeah, he's next. Okay. Completed right there. I had so much fun with that, though. And it's like it opened up part of my mind. Like, I'm thinking Flowers for Algernon. You know, I'm the idiot. I get injected with this information or this little bit of something, and it sparks the mind to go somewhere and to do something and to actually, or okay, instead of Flowers for Algernon, Lawnmower Man, movie reference right there. You know, Job, come here, boy. Dr. Angelo, I'm gonna mow your yard. But it's like it sparked creativity. Like I would stay up, and I guess this is why I am now the way I am now.
Arcanoloth says, haha, lawnmower man.
Yeah. But like I was just like whenever I graduated school, I did not go to college. I took a home computer repair course. That was one of those do it your own, you know, like your own time or whatever, and your own speed. And they said I was going too slow after the second year, and I still wasn't taking the class. But I ended up like sending them like stuff about, because they based it off of just like, was it Windows 98 only or whatever, you know, instead of the newer versions of Windows that had come out and all this other junk and stuff. And so I would find like little problems where they would say, how do you get to control panel? And it would like give you the multiple choice of how, and I'd say, well, you can get there other ways than just those ways. There's more than that, you know. And I wrote like a whole little, not an essay, but like a super paragraph or 3 on a few pages, and sent it to them because I had to mail this stuff in to take the course, you know, before the actual internet over online stuff there. And they didn't like that. They said, while it is true, we're trying to teach the basics of how to do this, not every single way to do it. You know, like the quicker method or whatever. And I'm thinking, well, that's no fun. But I ended up, you know, like completing the course, and they were supposed to give you like a certificate saying, hey, you know, you completed this course, you're recommended, it's like IT person or something like that, computer repair, blah, 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 blah. Which I did get a certificate that said I was certified in it. I still have that certificate to this day. But I don't feel as though I am because I took a home course and I didn't actually take a college course. So I'm dumb when it comes to computer stuff, actually, in my opinion. I'm novice. I say I'm just a hair above novice when it comes to all of that. So what I've been learning since I did all that has been from people who have actually been doing that. And MIRC got me started on program or scripting or whatever you want to call it. And that McCallum McKenby or whatever his freaking name is that made MIRC. Look what he did to me. That bastard. I even had a problem with the sound and stuff, and for MIRC back then, and something wouldn't play correctly because I was trying to figure out how to make a sound work and a certain way.
Arcanoloth says, IRC was the place to be back in the day.
Hell yeah, it was.
Arcanoloth says, still is for certain subjects.
Man, file sharing, right? Hmm? Wink, wink. That's why there's dots in that shit. That's why there's no spaces in between words. That's before they put the quotations around stuff to make it work right. Oh man. You know, Windows, or I should say MS-DOS shell or whatever, just itself. When it would only allow 8 characters and a dot, then 3 more, so it's like 13 or whatever characters for a file name. You can use the little squiggly or whatever. The whatever that symbol's called up there at the top above the tab. Yeah. The little eyebrow or whatever it is. DR/W.
Arcanoloth says, I have not needed to hit up the file sharing channels in a while. I'm pretty basic, so most the books I want to read are on libgen/zlib.
Gotcha. Man, I can remember queuing up for like file sharing. I'm talking about waiting. Because they, you know, someone would send it out, of course, and you'd have to wait your turn until they're done sending so that you can then download it. And you're hoping that your connection doesn't die in between it, because it could start from where it left depending on what was going on. But you know, that was just so much fun. And I kept mine as a dark theme type thing too, so it wasn't like a white screen; it was a dark screen. You know, loved it. Loved it. I've still got one of the info bots from back then, yachts. I've wanted to bring yachts into the real world, but I failed at doing that in Discord. I tried to take the Perl programming of Infobot and try to upgrade it into I don't know if whatever Discord uses. Does it start with? Is it Python? I can't remember. It's something. Hell, I installed like the programming language thing in here on this computer to test things and whatnot. What the hell? I can't remember what it was. It was years ago. Maybe 2 years ago.
Arcanoloth says, people do some stuff with Discord bots, including Pentaist and exploit servers.
Oh well, I never would do that. I just wanted to change a Perl bot. It's an info bot where it just stores info. You know, like you tell it, I'm this or whatever like that, and then it remembers. So you said, what am I? You know, say, well, you're this. You know, that's all it would really do. But it was so fun in the chat back in the day, in Farscape chat, that people remember it to this day, and I have a copy of it because the owner gave it to me as a parting gift. So I can like run it every once in a while, but a lot of the modules and stuff for it, because it used to be able to connect to like the weather service and news services and all that kind of stuff, and the insult server that used to be around back then. But I tried to upgrade it using whatever code it was. I think I tried Java at one point to get it like to recode the whole bot, and I couldn't do it because the regular expression coding that it used was hard.
Discord is an Electron app, so shared code base with Chromium engine. There is always an audience for bounting that code base.
Yeah, well, some people do that kind of stuff. I don't know why. But I did make a yachts. There is a yachts user out there for for that. For not code cracking, but for as a bot. Had him running and everything. As soon as someone would ask him the first question, it would crash, and like, ah, shit. You know? So then I thought, well, let me put this on a website first, just to see if I could like have that running and get that working right first. And I do have it on there. I have a test, a yachts test on my website, just to test out the infobot. But I have it disabled right now because it was
Arcana
crashing.
Loth says, yeah, that stuff cracks me up.
But I wanted to incorporate that bot into this, not the game, but into, you know, the damn it, the chat session of Twitch, where it could always just be there, because this thing would like read every single line, you know, of text and dialogue, and you could turn it on to where, if it knew the answer to something that was said, it would just spit out the information, you know, and or you can turn it into where you have to first address it, you know, and say its name, and I always thought that was so hilarious. Because the stuff that it would accumulate, you know, that people would teach it and stuff was so funny. It's just pages upon pages of information, that funny shit that people put in there. And that got me like kickstarted again. It was mostly, though, what was it? It was Richard Manning that brought the attention back to me about yachts. Because I was in one of Gigi Edgley's like Twitch days or whatever she was doing and stuff like that. And Richard Manning, of course, you know, he worked on Farscape, the show, but he always used to also, because he was a writer, he also worked on Star Trek, The Next Generation, I think. But he was in there, and I said, hey, dude, you remember me from back in the Farscape chat days at Sci-Fi? He said, yeah. And I said, you remember a bot called Yachts? He said, yeah, I used to have fun with all that kind of stuff. But he had said the name Yachts first because they were talking about swear words, because Gigi was replaying, or they were doing a watch party type thing about like episodes and stuff and rewatching, and she had asked the question about like the swear words in Farscape and stuff and how they came up with them and stuff, and Richard was talking about like all of them sitting around and just throwing out random words and stuff, and he said yachts, and I said, that's when I was like talking about, do you remember the yachts bot that was in the chat? He said, yeah, I used to always have fun playing with that thing. And I said, well, I have a copy of it, you know. And that dude right there, I swear, he'd make you laugh. In the chat, too. Not you know, because he was always in the chat. Frunum Ricky is his name that he would go by. Anytime he was in there, he'd just he'd make everybody bust out laughing. Because, you know, he's a funny dude. I miss those days. That was so fun. And it was just text, you know. Like just text chat, not visual, not seeing anyone, not hearing anyone. It was just magical back then. I don't know why. I can remember like it was after I had graduated, years later and stuff, when Farscape finally came out, and my mom had a store, and it was the only source of the internet that we had was just at her store. It was like dial-up, you know. I'd be on there on Yahoo chat, talking away. And then we finally got DSL. I thought, oh, this is awesome. Finally got on like Sci-Fi's website and events.sci-fi.com's chat server, IRC. And had a buddy that teamed up with one of the people that would manage or moderate the whole server. And they found like security exploits in it and stuff, and how basic it was. And yeah, it's actually all out there. I think Malker.net, yeah, because that was so. What is that? Dude, like he remembered every bit of it. Oh yeah, he still has it. Huh? Dude still has the website.
Scorpwana says, https://malkier.net/.
Neat. I didn't know he still had that out there. He kept up with like a bunch of stuff. He's the one that actually helped me learn how to like code IRC stuff and things. Oh, we're still not got that. Okay, damn it. All right. So great. Nah, I'm gonna go over here. Do I not have? Dude's also the one that got me playing Unreal Tournament and kicked my ass all the time in it because I just had fun playing. You have lost the match. Okay, I guess I do need to get some more. Inventory full. Oh, damn it. Discard. Okay. I guess I don't have what were the okay, 6 of them. All right. Okay, I had 6. Inventory. Dude's always sending me like a message on Discord saying, "Hey, you need to come back to the group and talk to everything." I'm like, nah. Don't have time. I got that damn fucking job. Just love to create. I got so many projects on my computer that I've never finished. Some of them are 3D. Yeah. They're not like for anything in particular, just random shit. I got the Optimus Prime project where I was trying to figure out how to make the cartoon version actually transform and look accurate. I'm using 3D. Didn't get very far with that. Did like a head and a torso or something. And then they came out with the toy that could actually rotate the legs and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, this actually looks better accurate, you know, than what I could create in 3D. One shall stand, one shall fall. There's something else in 3D. The Jigsaw doll, Billy the puppet. I created one of those just for, you know, just for fun, to see if I could do it in 3D. And it was just basic, just bare bones type stuff, kind of like I guess Star Trek would be here. Low poly, no low mesh, poly count and all that. And made like little videos and stuff of the actual dialogue from the movie. Somebody sent me a message saying, "Hey, can I have a copy of that?" And it's like, "Yeah, here." I don't know whatever happened with it. Really took off on my like YouTube channel back when I was monetizing or was able to do the monetization thing, which I'm not anymore. I'm not qualified for that since they upped the, you know, things for that, which doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all. But I made a TARDIS in 3D one day, just because I was bored. You know, the current one, it was a David Tennant version of TARDIS, and just messed around with it, you know, and made it spin on a green screen background, or just spin in general, you know, and then flop around and bounce around the screen and stuff, and got so many people like wanting it. I was like, whatever, no. So then I started like making little green screen versions of like it doing different things, and someone said, make it rotate this way, make it rotate that way, do this, do that. And so I shared that out there, made people happy. Created the third Doctor's TARDIS. And all this was from scratch. I mean, it's just like, I think one of my first highlighted clips actually on Twitch was years and years ago. It's maybe 10 plus years. I can't believe Twitch is that old. But of me like streaming, creating the TARDIS, or I was modifying it because, you know, like whenever you're making anything in 3D, you make a basic shape first. It only works out that way. It's the best thing. Like how, you know, the characters here, they give them a T stance whenever you make a character, where their arms are straight out, legs straight down. It's like a basic of maybe 6 to 8 sides to an arm, you know, and the bend of it, stuff. But they smooth it over so you don't really see the whole thing. That's a low quality floor. Thought that looked a little better before. God, I hate those crystals. They're so loud. Is anybody capturing? Because I want to go capture, but I also want to do this. Damn it! I don't want to get out of here, then all of a sudden, you know. Привет! Yay! Sucky. Let's go stop an invasion here. But I used to love, like, just having a notepad open and just building something, you know. If then else statements, while loops, it's SQL servers. I started to make my own internet movie database type situation back then. It was sci-fix.com. A guy had it and saw that I had created like the Farscape website with somebody else, and it's like, hey, I just got this domain. I'd like you to like populate it, you know, with things or whatever like that, sci-fi related, like shows and whatnot. It's like, okay, sure. But one of the catches was, since I had like my Farscape page or website or little whatever, it was a side website, not like a main one or anything.
Von Marcus 413 says, SQUID1 Vonmer greetings, SQUID3 HS cheers, SQUID4.
Wow. Is that like supposed to be a complete squid at one point?
Von Marcus 413 says, LOL.
Like that's like his right arm, his little face, and his left arm, but and stuff in between. That's pretty awesome. Ooh.
Von Marcus 413 says, yes.
Nice. That's awesome. But my Farscape site and little Stargate site, which was nothing
Von
really.
Marcus 413 says, just me showing in a weird way that I am here and watching.
I appreciate that. I mean, this is pretty much Yawnsville right now. I mean, not doing anything important. Guess that's why I called it Yawnsville. Alright, now we've captured enough to do stuff. Alright. But whenever I had co-owned a Farscape website with somebody, because this guy before had let me put my stuff on his web server, and I gave him credit, you know, on there because he deserved it. His name was Chorn, CHORNE, or not E, no, it's Chorn, but Chorn, Uber Chorn. And I would put video clips of Farscape on there, like a few per every episode and stuff like that. So whenever he was ending his, like, you know, website or anything like that, or just cleaning it up, and the show was over, that's when this other guy from Sci-Fi-X contacted me, and he was like, hey, I like your stuff or whatever like that. Could you perhaps like put something like that on there? And I told him, well, the site that I had that on before, it's already kind of shut down and stuff. And he says, well, just move what you have there, but with you can't have the video clips on there because that could cause like copyright problems or something. I was like, whatever, okay, you know. So I had like a bare bones version of my original website on there. Then I had a bare bones version of other things that I created. Even made a 3D Wonkel engine. I gave it to that guy. He's pretty awesome. He's still out there. I contact him every once in a while. But that's whenever I came up with Model T Kirk and the Toilet Prize and all that kind of good stuff. Which I still have it kind of archived out there. And then I created my own version of Internet Movie Database. It was just basic though, you know, like it would have like an auto-generating page of just like a few pictures of a show, the title, the
Von
character
Marcus
list.
413 says, if you hold control while hitting fill all, it won't ask if you are sure.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Sweet. Control. Nice. Thanks. Are you sure?
Von Marcus 413 says, glad to help.
Nice. Learn little bits of this stuff every day. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to upgrade or finally level up all these officers I got here. They've been running around with, you know, bare bones basics here left and right, and I thought, well, it'd be a good time to get them up and running. Get some traits in them.
Von Marcus 413 says, yup, you learn something new every day, and sometimes it's that what you learned yesterday was wrong, lol.
That is so true. I mean, hell, look at history. Oh, both just call each other all the time. What? Do your boffs just call each other all the time? Aw, don't tell me they got the outskirts already. Damn it. Huh? Eh. Huh? Hmm? A YouTube video? I've been invited to watch a YouTube video. I'm confused. I'm also confused as to why the frame rate dropped for no reason. Why frame rate drop? Oh, wow. 10 frames a second. Ugh! Hit a bad spot on the server. And they've already killed it. Nice, nice, nice. What in the hell? why is it eating up all the 12 frames a second? What the hell? 15, 29. Weird. Somebody must have had something going on that was eating up some shit. They's eating that shit. They's eating that shit, man. They's eating it. Okay. Attack. Yes, yes, attack. I don't have time to get over there, so attack it. That's right. Keep attacking. There you go. Good job. Good job.
Von Marcus 413 says, that's brilliant right there.
Oh, come on, man. My gosh. It drifted away. Damn it. Oh, yay. Cool.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Yep, I cannot take credit for that, though. Guy named Bob McKinley. A guy named Bob McKinley showed me that trick. Well, if you don't have time to get over there.
Von Marcus 413 says, you can take credit for showing me.
Let me go to this really quickly just to see what this is about. Paste and go. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Ah, yeah. That person knows exactly. It's exactly where I got the idea for those character names. Alan! Alan! Steve! That's not Steve. So when the dude showed me that little trick, I didn't know what rank the little Danaboo or runabout was at the time. So I used rank 1, and every once in a while it would not take full credit. You know, I'd only get like a 5 dilithium thing, like the lowest version. Accept, sure, okay. Let's see, friend. Why you gotta do that, game? There we go, okay. Alright. Stop it. Damn you, game.
Von Marcus 413 says, "Yet I hate the shifting friends list lol."
It's so annoying. It's one of the other annoying problems of this game. The other one is the Endeavor button. At least it stops now. It used to go completely off the screen.
Von Marcus 413 says, WTF?
Right? Yeah, like I said, at least it stops now. It used to completely leave the screen.
Von Marcus 413 says, never saw that before.
Oh, you're welcome. Welcome to another one of those features of Star Trek Online. Because I've asked on the forums about it, and nobody's said that theirs does it. Mine does. Okay.
Von Marcus 413 says, yes, the featured bugs.
Yes. It's almost like a golden ticket from Willy Wonka. If you find this bug, you win, you know. Run home, Charlie, run home. I've got a golden ticket. Sorry, Charlie. Who was telling me like like the old man could barely like get up to go to the bathroom and all that, and couldn't eat and all this kind of stuff, but you give him a golden ticket and Duke can do like a marathon. I don't know. Ushanka, she's Klingon. Klingon! Did you stream tonight, Von Marcus? Von Marcus. The Von Marcus.
Streamlabs says, check out Von Marcus 413 over at https://www.twitch.tv/Von Marcus 413. They were last seen streaming Generation Zero. Von Marcus 413 says, bedridden for 30 years, can dance a jig with a golden wrapper and some chocolate. And no, I don't tend to stream on the weekends. Von Marcus 413 says, MF 7 to 11 is enough.
MF. Mother. From 7 to 11.
Von
Holy
Marcus
cow, man.
413 says, Monday, Friday.
Oh,
Von Marcus
that
413 says, LOL.
That MF, yes. Mother, it's 7-Eleven. It's like you were upset at a 7-Eleven.
Von Marcus 413 says, that's 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I was thinking like an actual 7-Eleven. You wanted to get the little wooden airplane, but they didn't have any, so you were upset at them. Mother curse. Mother curse. Those Go Ram mufflers.
Von Marcus 413 says, I say cause my stream record length is 42.11 hours.
Oh wow. Like a week or like straight? I don't see how people could stream that long. That's crazy. That takes a lot. What is it, like sleeping, you know? Face down in the pillow, watch someone sleep? Yes. Yes. Personal Shields and Brooke Shields star in Personal Shields.
Von Marcus 413 says, straight. The GF sent me to bed and never again. I'm limited to max 24 hours streams now.
Oh, max 24 hours, like a day, like 24 hours straight stream only, and that's it, one time? Or is that the 7 to 11? I mean, is that 1, 2, 3, 4 hours times 5 days? It's 20-ish, give or take. Generation, who said it's Generation 0? I saw somebody else was playing that. That's on my watch list.
Von Marcus 413 says, she said I'm not allowed to stream more than 24 hours in a single stream.
Or else, it's not healthy, probably, right? I mean, you think about
Von
like...
Marcus 413 says, I was testing to see if I could stream it but not yet.
Ah. Well, I guess being in one position for that long a time is not really good on the body. I mean, you got like blood clots that can probably form and all that, so probably take an aspirin before you start playing, huh? Or do some little leg exercises as you're doing stuff. Put the whole like stand up and stretch thing in the channel points or something. Ooh, I went ahead and activated that prematurely.
Von Marcus 413 says, no it's not, and being homebound on disability it's also not advised. Yet I also take breaks and such every few hours.
Nice. That's why I only like stream just Star Trek. I've been doing it for like just a few hours nightly.
Von Marcus 413 says, the 42-hour stream was more to see if I could.
Did you have some Eye of the Tiger theme music like running in the background too? Yo, Adrian, I did it. You know, that's a long time. Did you switch it up, or were you doing the same thing? Like, you know, multi-gaming or multi-different things through the stream, or Q&A? Previously on the TV. Previously on television. An all-new advertisement starts right now.
Von Marcus 413 says, I did on the breaks but not on stream. I switched up between a few games and did just chatting ECT.
Nice. It wouldn't be too boring if I ever just chatted. Hell, it's boring as it is watching me play Star Trek. I do the same routine every day. I mean, sure, the winter event was awesome. because it broke up that, you know, monotony or whatever. But it was the same routine there too every day. Damn these routines. Damn you, Kagan. Little Timmy with his little towel. He refuses to wear clothes. And I gave him one of the best weapons, and I don't use it. The one time I did use it, he kept staring at me like wanting it back. Steve! Alan! What's that, Alan?
Von Marcus 413 says, when I stream Stow I tend to help viewers with things and run RTFOs en masse with whoever feels like joining.
Ah. That's usually the other direction for me on that. I tend to get help from the viewers. Because I'm like, sucks at this game. And I don't even run like TFOs really that much. I'm mostly on the ground for some reason. I feel safe on the ground. Dice and ground. Yeah, definitely dice and ground. I got that. But I will be doing my endeavors really soon. The button.
Von Marcus 413 says, oh, I get plenty of help too. I help with running things with folks for endeavors and such mostly.
Ah. Like fill up a team type thing. Oh, fingertips are getting cold. Hey, shorty! I mostly just grind for dilithium all the time. I didn't give it back to that other one before, did I? Bink. I forgot to get it all out of Jim Hadar, I think.
Von Marcus 413 says, yeah. And even though I have lifetime I still play as though I was F2P. So the RTFO grind helps tons with getting dill fast.
Nice. I had thought about, you know, the subscription, but I don't know, you know? I guess it would be worth it to 500 Zen every month, you know, at least there's that, and extra slots and things, and pretty much bragging rights, I guess, you know, for parts of it, the veteran status and all that, but I don't know, you know. I guess we'll see what happens with this whole gearbox thing first. Yay! Yeet!
Von Marcus 413 says, you also can refine an extra 1000 dill per tune every other day, so that really can add up too.
Really? Like for a subscription?
I'll tell you what you do, you just take them dang old spark plugs out, and in that little hole, you just put a little oil around there, just like Bobby Hunter says, it's like it'd go boom, boom, just like that.
Ah, damn it. I'll bite higher. Tell you what you do. Every other day. Oh, is it the guy?
Von Marcus
right?
413 says, I need to learn how to set up those kinda commands for my channel.
Well, there's several different ways to do that. What kind of bot do you use, or do you have a bot that you use? Because I use a few, if you haven't seen. A lot of them. I'm not really that organized when it comes to using them, but mostly chatbot, Streamlabs chatbot, which is on my computer versus, you know, out on the internet. That way I can put as many sounds
Von
as I want on
Marcus
there.
413 says, I use the basic one that comes with Stream Elements. And OBS.
Yeah, Stream Elements does have a way to add the sounds to it. It's the what is it? The loyalty thing, where you can have someone like gain loyalty points to then use a sound, or you can have it at 0 and they can just play them however. I have it where my chatbot doesn't require any kind of like special stuff to play the sounds. There's no time restriction, nothing at right now. I mean, until someone abuses it till it dies or something. I don't know, but yeah. And I have like it's supposed to say this, but
Stream Elements says, at Scorpwana, you can find a list of all commands here https://streamelements.com/scorpwana/commands. Nightbot says, at Scorpwana the bot commands for this channel are available at https://nightbot.tv/t/scorpwana/commands.
that's interesting because I have not had Nightbot associated or like individualized on here by itself in a while. I've always had it associated with Streamlabs, so that Streamlabs takes Nightbot's commands. Somebody has changed that. Stygian, you did it again. I'm not mad or anything. I think it's funny. That makes me want to check it though, damn it. Okay, Streamlabs, alert box, no dashboard.
Von Marcus 413 says, nice. I've just got several memory issues, so learning new things is rough for me. Took me a month to set up the basic stuff to stream. Heck, I didn't even have follower or raid alerts for the first few months.
Been there. People would raid and go, raid! I'm like, huh? How? And because I didn't have alerts enabled. Let's see. CloudBot. Is it CloudBot? I think CloudBot. Importer. Import Nightbot. Authorize. Allow. My fucking God. Okay. Now let's see what happens.
Von Marcus 413 says, yeah, but I was spending like 6 hours a day for a month before I started streaming, just figuring out how to get things set up and still no alerts.
Yeah, it can be, from my personal experience, it could be like super difficult, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I didn't know. I still don't know half of what I'm doing. I like rely on other people to tell me, and like watching YouTube videos.
Nightbot says, at Scorpwana the bot commands for this channel are available at https://nightbot.tv/t/scorpwana/commands. Stream Elements says, at Scorpwana, you can find a list of all commands here https://streamelements.com/scorpwana/commands. Von Marcus 413 says, I still don't know how to set them up. My streamer friend, I made an editor and he set them up, lol.
Oh. If you use Stream Elements, there's a bunch of good stuff in there for setting things up. Why is not Nightbot taken over from Streamlabs? I'm concerned with Streamlabs. Let's see. Commands.
Von Marcus 413 says, it wasn't me.
It's the timers. I need to look at the timers. Flush. Stream Elements, Streamlabs, the bot is there, but he's not doing anything. I'll have to look into that later because I'm playing right now. This stuff is a madhouse, though. Setting everything up. Like I said, I still haven't set things up. I don't have like certain functions working correctly. Ooh. Did it sell? It did. 34 million right there. Aegis Hyper Impulse Engine. Nice. Stop, I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice. Harvest material space. Blah, 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 blah. I forget where to do that at. There's like several places. Disrupture damage. I did it again. I cannot say disruptor. Disruptor damage. Damage.
Von Marcus 413 says, "Yet. I need to just set aside some case and bribe Failhat to walk me through setting things up so I can make a recording of the guide and go from there."
That'd be a good idea, yeah. Is he the one that's been helping?
Von Marcus 413 says, "Cash not case."
Ooh.
Von Marcus 413
have
says,
fun with it.
"Yet."
Whoa! Okay, I need to find a place. Where am I at? No, I don't want to. I want to go there. Make a recording of a guide. Well, what all do you, like, need to set up? I mean, are you going to do, like, some sort of special, like, bits thing or channel points thing, or just basic commands for certain playing games or whatever? And my goodness, it is cold. Why am I not traveling at my super speed? I want to go faster. I want to get over there so Snotty could say, "Hey, Captain, you want to go through here and that?" Yay. Oh, yeah. Oh. The bloom goes through. It is so strong it goes through the ship. Nice. And I don't even have, like, another... Yay. Okay.
Von Marcus 413 says, "Donation alerts. Adding a sound clip to raid. Sound commands. And channel redeems that play sounds or GIFs and such."
What software do you use to stream with? Is it Streamlabs? OBS?
Von Marcus 413 says, "OBS Live."
You could possibly, since OBS, you can set up Streamlabs, which everyone tends to use by default, to take over the whole rating thing or whatever like that, the Streamlabs bot. Then you go to the bot's dashboard and you can enable alerts from there. It's a default, like, zombie walking, but it plays a sound and stuff letting you know what's going on. And then you can, like, customize it with your own sounds and your own GIFs and your own video playback and things to there. It's pretty simple to use. I mean,
Von Marcus 413 says, "Streamlabs doesn't like my computer, lol, never could get it to work.
Well,
so I went with OBS Live."
Well, it's more so Streamlabs website versus the Streamlabs, like, version of OBS. You just go to their website, log in, sync your Twitter or your Twitch with it, and then get the API to, like, connect and give you a certain token code.
Von Marcus 413 says, "Okay, I'll have to check that out and see what I can work out."
Yeah, and you, like, where is it? You just add a new scene, or, well, not a new scene, but a new, like, source.
Von Marcus 413 says, "Scribbles down notes."
Scribbles down notes with a big sound saying, "Okay, I understand all this," shaking head back and forth while saying, "No, I don't." What is it? The party system, right? That's, like, a good place to get some stuff. But yeah, you just, like, right now, you know, go to streamlabs.com and log or sign up for it, log into it, whatever like that, and just kind of check out the dashboard there just to glimpse around at it. And in OBS, you add a new a new thingy. What was that called again? What the hell? A new source. Yeah. And make that like the alert box, and then you put in like the URL for it from Streamlabs, and you size it however you want it, and where you want it on the screen when it
MC
pops
Wolfcat
up.
1 says, hey. Finally away from the Dyson sphere Golf 2 goof Golf 2 blab.
Hello, MC Wolfcat. How are you doing this morning? Finally away from the Dyson sphere. Well, yeah, you caught me at toward the end of my stream. That's why. This is the ending part.
Von Marcus 413 says, I also need to get the app Touch Portal for my tablet so that I can make it a sorta stream deck.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't have anything
Von Marcus
like that
413
right now.
says, also hi MC Wolfcat.
I just rely on typing the commands instead for some reason. Okay, let's see. We got one over there. One over.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, doing great thanks. How's you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, got that one. And then we go up.
Von Marcus 413 says, I'm scrambled a little but good. MC Wolfcat 1 says, Von Marcus hi Golf 2 goof Golf 2 smile.
He's got a bit of scrambled eggs. He's good, though. Hexafluoride gas. Nice.
Von Marcus 413 says, Vonmer greetings Vonmer love Von Mare Ipex Vonmer love.
At least you've got those, though. Emotes. Emotes are great. I need to make some more emotes. Well, I could have probably shot. Whoa, 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 whoa.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, 2020 glitchies Anali BENJI. Von Marcus 413 says, yeah, commissioned them from Fail Hats artist friend LOL.
But cost you a bit there, huh? My whole thing is I don't know what to use for an emote, like what I'd want as an emote. I mean, other people have good ideas of what they want, but I don't want to do what
Von
they're
Marcus
gonna
413 says, she quoted me $60, I gave her $75.
For how many emotes? People make a killing off of that. It's not hard to open up Adobe Photoshop or MS Paint and do some shit. You just have to have an idea what you want, how you want it to look. Draw it out on paper first or something. That's what I would do. But I'm not a graphical artist anyway myself, so it would look like shit. But wordy dird.
Von Marcus 413 says, 5 and she had them to me in 36 hours.
Nice. That's pretty awesome.
Von Marcus 413 says, based of a 5 minutes voice chat of what I wanted with no references. Von Marcus 413 says, sent to her.
Wow. So 1 minute per like emote. Like, okay, you have a minute, go. I want this one to look like this. This one, blah, 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 blah. That took a little bit longer.
Disarm your weapons. You will escort us to your homeworld, where we will begin assimilating your culture.
No, I will not. There sure is a lot of bloom off of that back end here. Definitely not set up for this at all. I'm just wanting to get my disruptor damage. So I'm just going to press the space bar and run in circles. But I'm not going to get hit
MC1
here.
says, LOL.
But I'm not going to let you hold me there, bud. I'm not going to do that now. This ship is too big to turn so fast.
Von Marcus 413 says, I told her I wanted the standard high/love/hype/raid/rage emotes and that I wanted it based on the evolutions.
Evolutions. Is that like a genre?
Von Marcus 413 says, here is the raid 1 Von Marare ID.
Raid! Kills roaches dead.
Von Marcus 413 says, Evi Evol Urians.
Eve Evolutions?
Resistance.
Von Marcus 413 says, damn I can't type.
It's okay, I can't either. Or is it either, depending on where you're from? My rear shield's failing. I said my rear shield's failing. My rear shield's failing and I'm about to die. My rear shield's failing.
Von Marcus 413 says, it's from whence you're from LOL.
From whence you're from? From whence you came? Yeah. I'm probably like, done a lot of damage to me there because I was off screen.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Thank you, computer. Computer. Computer, mister. Let's fire on the enemy. Destroy all Klingons. Klingon Borg. Have we ever seen a Klingon Borg?
Yes, I'll go. You will become one with the Borg.
To be too Borg to become one with the Borg.
This all happens. You will escort us to your own world, where we
Von Marcus 413 says, I have one but I don't think we've seen one on screen.
Continue exploring just long enough for me to do something here. There we go, there we go. Ahead, warp factor flush. Yay. Oi. Ooh, and I've got a blinky. I got a blinky. Dang, none of them space. Okay, let's see. Kit performance, health regeneration, damage resistance, kit performance for the win. Dang. Really wanted this to be like critical space. I'm at 300. Yay. Just think, if I'd ever started doing these when they first came out, I'd already be above like 600 or at
Von Marcus
600.
413 says, my first 3 liberated Borg I based on the Powerpuff Girls from Cartoon Network. So I have Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles of Borg.
Bubbles of Borg.
Von Marcus 413 says, I'm at like 145 or somewhere around there.
Bubbles of Borg. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I didn't... Whenever Endeavor stuff came out, I didn't, like, you know, do them every day or, you know, always have them being done. I may have accidentally got one done every so often just by doing basic stuff, but I never really went for the Endeavors. But this past year, around Ryza, I thought, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do every Endeavor every single day. No rerolls, because they started charging for that. And so I'm not doing it. I have 42 reroll tokens.
Von Marcus 413 says, well, I needed one for each class, so Blossom being red is Tack, Buttercup in green is Eng, and Bubble in blue is Psy.
Nice. That's pretty awesome. And since the button likes to disappear off the screen, it doesn't let me buy reroll tokens. But. Let's see how well the fleet is holding out. And it's still stalled.
Von Marcus 413 says, is it bad that I want this bug?
Thank you, MC. Thank you. Thank you. It's you want that bug? You want it to fly across the screen? It could like go back and forth between like.
MC Wolfcat1 says, LOL. Von Marcus 413 says, yes.
So now it's way over there. Now it's right there. All the way there. It's right there now. Put that back down to. Oh, okay, 100. Come on now, 100. What? Oh no, let's get it. There we go. Nope. Okay. Ah, dang. Okay. Oh, well, no. Oh, close enough so far. Okay. Huh. Yeah, all right.
Von Marcus 413 says, can you type in the number?
I don't know. I've never tried before. You sure can. Oh, goodness. Hey, it moved a little bit more. See? Isn't that weird?
Von Marcus 413 says, you're welcome again, LOL.
Maybe, like, okay, let's see. 5, apply. 0.00. 0.05. Apply. And then 1.00. Enter. Apply. Like I said, it used to like completely disappear off the screen, and I'd do this and be way over here. But now it goes so far and it just stays there. It was hiding behind the text before. I don't know why it started doing that. It's a bunch of weird stuff keeps happening. Nice.
MC Wolfcat1 says, LOL, it's completely gone.
Yeah. I mean, it used to, like, it would just start, like, here and just keep going, and boom, gone, you know. But this, I don't know why it started doing that. I just know that it's got something to do with setting this. Maybe I have to put 0.0 there. Yeah, it's okay. It didn't move. All right. Well, okay. There we go.
Von Marcus 413 says, well, on the bright side, if I can't get a morning stream schedule going. Me and mornings don't get along, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll go full nocturnal and will just change to streaming from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. But that's not till the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm not a morning type person myself.
Von Marcus 413 says, so I'll be in game some nights to run with you. From time to time.
From time to time. Time after some time. Okay, now Archer. Archer, there you are. Hello. Hello there, Archer. How you doing? How you doing?
Von Marcus 413 says, and now that song is in my head, LOL.
You're welcome. Ooh, lighting. Man, lighting 2.0 sucks ass. Okay. Alright, today for Archer, he's going to be going to levels unimaginable.
Von Marcus 413 says, also I'm logging in if you wanna run a few things together.
I'm about to actually get off of here. I don't really go that far into it anymore. I used to like 3 hours.
MC Wolfcat1 says, mornings are hard. That's why I only start at 11 a.m. instead of 9 a.m. like I tried once a long time ago, LUL.
I've run out of energy credits. It's time to go through my list of bull here and Let's see. 14 of those. Do away with that. Do away with that. Discard that. Go there. Okay. There. Same thing. Discard. Okay. That should have given me a little bit more. Yes, it did. Okay. Reputation. There. Boom. Still need to get some new car marks, but that'll be another day. Ooh, leveled up. Nice. Tier 6 for that. Yeah, once I usually get on my archer character, it's like a countdown until about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm done for like the stream. That's usually how it is. If I don't have anything to do with archer, which I'm kind of don't have anything to do with it. Look at what's he's 6ing
Von Marcus
out.
413 says, well then here is a gift.
Drag inventory. No. I will not. I'm sorry. I do appreciate a gift of that, but I'm not going to take it. I'm sorry. I will not. I don't. No. I'm sorry. I can get energy credits easy from just playing the game. I'm appreciative of it, but I'm sorry. Let's see that there. Discard. Slow the building up.
Von Marcus 413 says, that's less than 10% of this tune's funds. But to each their own. Let me know if you need anything crafted. This tune can craft most things.
Yeah, I have my tune, my main one that I just got done with before. He can pretty much do everything. Discard that. And I can always like sell a Aegis and make profit that way. But I don't really do much with the energy credit stuff anyway. Like, let's just go for broke. There we go. Discard. Discard. Okay. Discard. Discard. Discard.
Von Marcus 413 says, I'm saving for a few R&D promo ships.
R&D promos. Oh wow. You're not gonna like pay real money for them, are you? So I got a bunch of these things just saved up in here.
Von Marcus 413 says, no EC.
Okay. Because I know a dude that just paid like $97 for a promo ship. Real money. That's a bit much, I think. Of course, I'm not that kind of gamer, so I don't know. Done pretty good with little Archer. How are his accommodations looking? Let's see. He's a bit on the low side on everything.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, bam bam.
Bam bam. Ring ding bop bop ding ding. Ring ding bop bop bim bim bim. Have you ever seen Crazy Frog, MC? Crazy Frog is funny. Ring ding bop bop bim bim. Ring ding bop bop ding.
Von Marcus 413 says, I've only spent $$ on the lifetime sub and to get the last 2,000 or 13,000 Zen I needed for the Gamma expansion ship pack. MC Wolfcat1 says, LOL I of Crazy Frog.
You love Crazy Frog? You ever see where it came from? Insanity test. Ring ding 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 bim 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 bong. I wonder if that's still out there. Let me look.
MC Wolfcat1 says, LOL.
Insanity test. It used to be like a sound clip that played with the GIF file, just standing there, or not standing there, sitting there in the Indy car, I believe.
Von Marcus 413 says, 2K of 1 3K ground out the dill for the other 1 1K Zen. Took a few months but was worth it for a 10 ship pack.
I can't just find it for some reason. Crazy Frog.
Von Marcus 413 says, but that was back when the dill Zen exchange didn't have weight on it.
10 hours of Crazy Frog insanity test. Don't laugh or smile. (2008). This sound thing was made before the frog. No comments saying frog sucks, stuff like that. Frog has nothing to do with this video. Copy. Yeah, I think this is what I was talking about. It used to be just on a website, though.
Scorpwana says, https://www.youtube.com/watch v equals jk2t2hiatcu.
Trip, how about you wear that, buddy? Dr. Phlox. Yes, he loves his animals. You know. Sometimes a little too much. Yeah. Oh, Wiggly. You're in there again. Dr. Phlox. Salvo. MC Wolfcat is logged on. Oh gosh, I got a lot of those to go through. Nepal. Travis. Let's give you that. That way everybody's at least got something to wear. Because this doesn't matter anymore on the EV suit stuff. I need to do this a fast way here. I got a bunch of those things. Damn, look at that. Okay, I need to clear out some inventory.
Von Marcus 413 says, I will say that I rarely need to use my overflow bag.
I have a problem, yeah, with inventory. I do need to increase his if I ever were to use the Zen, but since Zen is like harder to get
Von
free.
Marcus 413 says, I see that LOL.
Yeah, this is nothing compared to what some of them are. This is just one of my newest characters. Let's see. If I double click 1,000 times. Here we go. Okay. Whoops. Nope. Give that back. Okay. Discard. And I never use this stuff either. I mean, it'd be nice if I could just like discard all.
Von Marcus 413 says, I've got 3 tunes that were made to hold things.
Your overflow bag is a bunch of tunes. Well, that's kind of what, like in one of my characters, a bunch of the bridge officers are used for that. Discard. 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 Yes. Discard. Yes. Whoops. No. Okay. Discard. Yes. Is there like a quick button I can press here? Discard. Discard. Go
Von
sell
Marcus
this stuff to
413
Quark.
says, my Fed Ferengi is holding 4 1K lock boxes across 19 types. Von Marcus 413 says, for example.
Holy cow. Wow, you can probably sell a lot of those lock boxes on the exchange for a lot, because you know, if they're not like, what is it? The Infinity lock box right now is free to always get, but a lot of them are kind of rare because it's not time for them or whatever, or what like or something. Or like, dude, man, yeah. We'll not use that.
Von Marcus 413 says, most are either Infinity or the last few boxes. All the others I have like 30 max.
Ah. So yeah, a lot of the lock boxes can probably, like, if you wanted energy credits, let's just go see. Lock a box. Oh, holy cow. Oh, it's gravy. I don't mean that kind of lock box. I mean the actual, like, box. Dang it. Dang it. Items. Okay, I gotta separate it then. Okay, alright. Lock box is 2 words. Alright. Let's just see. Go to the very last page and see what's going on. It's not gonna show everything, but Zindi amphibious lockbox. There was something in Zindi I wanted to get. I don't know if it was for Archer, because, you know, since in Zindi we're part of Archer's enterprise. Maybe the Borg? Borg lockbox full of chocolates. He can eat about 1.5 million of these. Well, they're not really worth much, are they? Why the grumpy face? Because that's how he looks. Okay. Dude, I need to, like, increase the ship capacity for my peeps here, yo. Ooh, gotta collect those. It's just a bunch of random collecting is all it is. Yay. Get that. Get that. Get that. And that. The waterfalls are not a recreational area. Operations. 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 Operations.
Von Marcus 413 says, not with that attitude they're not LOL.
These announcements. Damn. Let's see. Cancel that. Withdrawal. If I did, let's see, 500 at only 64, just 128. I've already got a 128 there. Anything Archer needs to upgrade. Enterprise. Let's see, how far has that one come along? Rarities to 28%. Non-existent, 7%. Leave it, 30 hours. Okay. Let's say I just use that up for some lock boxes right now. Sound good? Very good. Oh, that's that. Okay, continue and exit. Alright. Let's see. Phoenix Prize Pack. Or, I mean, those. That's what I meant. Okay. No, get off the...
Von Marcus 413 says, any ideas for tunes? I found out during my New Year's stream that I somehow have 10 empty character slots.
Like, for your main tunes? Oh, that sucks. Look at that. Like, Boffs or you?
Von Marcus 413 says, me.
Oh, so not bridge officers, but in your actual login screen and list. Wow, you have a lot of empty people there. That's weird.
Von Marcus 413 says, I can make 10 new characters right now.
How did just out of nowhere, or has this always been a thing?
Von Marcus 413 says, I already have 22 characters.
Holy cow! Did you open up some sort of a Zen store thing to get more character slots, or is it just you have never used that? Talking away. Well, I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shine away. Boom! Okay, good deal. Yeah, I like these little things. They're pretty cool. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. 8. It should not get very far, but oh well. I love to waste those. They're so fun.
Von Marcus 413 says, I've likely gotten them during sales when I've got the Zen. When I shop in the store, I try to spend the Zen saved so I get a ship and a few things I want, then spend the rest on inventory slots, bank slots, and character slots.
Wow. I don't know of any like new character you could probably create. I mean, do you like certain sci-fi shows? You can probably
Von Marcus 413
somebody
says,
from.
but it normally happens on heavy drinking nights, so with an already bad memory it's easy to lose track of things.
Wake up and you're like, holy cow, I've got 3 new players. Do 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 do.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, score put tribble 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 score put tribble.
You dang right. Let's see. Why is it that it said, okay, you click on it and it's like by name, but it's not by name. That doesn't make sense.
Von Marcus 413 says, I also try to keep a few blank in case someone gets into the game fresh, so I have a new tune to play alongside them. To help without being a superhero.
Right, that's a pretty good idea. And this
Von Marcus 413 says, it's by @handle.
And you are this Duffy person, correct? Because
Von Marcus 413 says, yes.
Nice, okay. That way I can put that in there and let's see, what else got overwritten a while ago? Laughed at my video on YouTube, but I think at me. Okay. I think that's what it's gonna end at for me today. I think.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, hey.
I did it wrong, didn't I? He didn't pop out at the side.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, LOL.
Where the heck was he? Oh, Toasty Khan didn't pop out of the side like he's supposed to. Is Navi working?
Von Marcus 413 says, we hit that sound at the same time, LOL.
Let's see. Navi, are you working?
Stream Elements says, at Scorpwana, you still streaming?
Yes, unfortunately, I'm still streaming. Is none of this working? There she comes. Okay, there she is. All right, there she goes. I want to make like a thing where it like follows you around. Okay, let me try con again then. Oh, you beat me to one of them. little Shatner on his little toilet prize. Why isn't Toasty Con working? This stuff is so janky. Because he's supposed to do like a little toasty thing like Mortal Kombat at the bottom. Little flyby. It worked for you. It's weird. It's on my computer and it's not working for me. Oh, I've added like
Sir, do you know anything about this?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, dude,
MC
one of them
Wolfcat1
snipe
says,
hunts last
"You
night, man, with them
misspelled."
sticks in the bag and them whack, man, he'd go woo-loo, talking about that big mistake, y'all, just right there in that cooler.
Well, if you do see anything, you can contact the ranger station.
MC Wolfcat1 says, LOL.
I tell you what, you see that part where old George come in there, talk about tasting his own bourbon, Kramer comes sliding in, just you always do. I tell you what, man, them dang old New York boys, just a show about nothing.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
I love all those. I keep adding to the list too. But anyway, I'm gonna call it an evening. Yes. Let the flesh be with all of us.
Von Marcus 413 says, "Have a wonderful night, sir." MC Wolfcat1 says, "Wait."
Ano, чики-брики в дамке!
Wait for what? I was gonna say goodbyes. So do I need to like forward the stream to somebody, raid or whatever? I don't feel like raiding. I've been holding back on a lot of raiding.
MC Wolfcat1 says, "No wait."
No wait.
Watch out!
Von Marcus 413 says, "Why are we waiting?"
I don't know. We were just waiting for a scream.
MC Wolfcat1 says, "My boat's too darn slow."
Your boat's too slow? Oh, you're trying to get into the frame, aren't you? You're trying to be like in the picture and throw a snowball at me or something, aren't you? I know what you're doing.
MC Wolfcat1 says, "Yet." MC Wolfcat1 says, "LOL."
You can always tell when someone's out of when someone's out of the game, off the screen is recording it, because the frame rate just like drops to nothing. So it goes to about 5 frames per second.
MC Wolfcat1 says, You know me too well.
Yes, I do.
Surprised face.
Well, because that's what you do. You're unpredictable, but you're predictable about the unpredictability. If that makes any sense. It's like when Tresander was trying to give you a prize, I knew
Von
you were
Marcus
about to throw him.
413 says, I might have time to go get my Tiny Toon.
Tiny Toon Adventure? But I knew, like,
Von
watching
Marcus
that
413
picture.
says, but I'll save that for another time.
Yeah, I'm about
MC
to get off it.
Wolfcat 1 says, this is suspicious.
But whenever Tresander was going to give you a prize on his ship that time, you know, like the winter event stuff, I was thinking to myself, she's about to throw a snowball at him. I know it. And you did. Yeah. Anyway. I'm
MC
going
Wolfcat 1 says, ha ha ha.
I am going to sign off now.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, was awesome.
I'm going away. Bye-bye. And good night. I've been looking at the list. There's nobody that I really want to raid
MC
or anything.
Wolfcat 1 says, what instance are you?
Instance.
Von Marcus 413 says, stay awesome all.
I'm instance.
Von Marcus 413 says, 17.
Yes. Yes. I am standing here with Untalk.
Von Marcus 413 says, and it's full LOL.
Limfeo. Well. Are you even... I don't even have you listed as being... You're invisible, aren't you? Or anonymous. Or at the bottom. I don't know. The heck. The heck going on here? What in heck going on? That does not make any sense. Location. Okay. It's offline. Name. Filters. Comments. Location. It's random. I swear it's random. Like, where's
Von
the...
Marcus 413 says, I've made 45k EC just standing here crafting LOL.
None of this stuff makes any sense. Garrick has been invited to the team. You should be able to... there you are. Triforce. Ah, Streamlabs flushed. All right. About time there, buddy.
Von Marcus 413 says, when did you trigger that? MC Wolfcat 1 says, LOL.
Streamlabs.
Von Marcus 413 says, how long did it take to work LOL?
The flush, I have it like, where Streamlabs flushes. Or I want it to do its own little sound things every once in a while, so I make it like do its own things. It's timer type commands and stuff.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, you lucky, this tune don't have snowballs ngulf 2 blep ngulf 2 blep.
Aha. Well, you know, if you had, what is it, like the ornaments, you can probably buy some. But those are the unmelting ones. Oh, you have one of those things. Do 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 do. Anyway, it is time for me to say goodbye. Good night and all that good stuff. So, I'll catch
Von
y'all
Marcus
later.
413 says, night night.
Good night. Night, MC Wolfcat. And who else may be in here? Arcana Loth may still be in here. Commander Rizzle, I think he's in here. No. And whoever else is watching.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, good night, Scorpy.
Good night. And Arctic Knight may still be just watching rant anonymously. People are doing that. Okay, well, I'm gonna close her down. So good night and sleep tight, and good morning and good day.